Christina again, back with another video. Welcome if you are new and welcome back if you're returning. So today, you guys, I'm finally trying a duck nail set. Oh my god, y'all. I had been wanting to try one for a while, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about duck nails. So I did get some short ones. I did go ahead and do the moon cut and all that stuff before I even put them on. So I am going to be prepping them and all that fun stuff, you guys. Oh my god, you guys. I am so sorry for not having a video out last week. When I tell you guys, life has been crazy. So I've been working so freaking much. It's not even funny, y'all. Long story short, one of my assistant managers had a family emergency, so she had to leave, and long story short, she did not come back. So me and my other assistant had to work 22 days straight. I lied to you guys not. So I have worked 22 days straight. Today is my first day, like first official day off. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself because I've been working every single day, working long days, long nights, everything. I've been working like 60 plus hours a week. I've been like so dog tired, you guys. So I hadn't even had any time to respond to comments, respond to anything, even make a video. So y'all, sorry for all that. Just bear with me, you guys. It's just been a long ride, but your girl is struggling, but I'm getting there. And then my son's first day of school was today, so I had to get up and get him to school this morning. So I decided, since I'm actually off today, I got him to school. Baby girl is at school. I figured I would do this voiceover for you guys because I know the last video I did was for Barbie's collab for her birthday. And I was so heartbroken that I couldn't do a voiceover because I just didn't have time. Like, it was a struggle just to get that going, but I wanted to get that out for you guys. So that's why today I'm doing my voiceover today to show you guys I'm here, you guys. So I'm sorry again, y'all just had to be a little patient with me, but I thought I would pop out with this duck set. I decided to do like a summer set or a beachy vibes set, but this time I'm going to be doing it with orange. I'm going to be doing orange and gold because I had been seeing lots of different sets I wanted to do, and I really wanted to do it. So I am just going to let you guys watch me do this duck nail set. Yeah, you guys. It's just been so much going on, and I could sit here and talk to you this whole 52 minutes. I really could, because of all the crazy stuff that has been going on. It's just been so much. And then good news, though. I'll give you guys a little bit of good news. So good news is next week I have orientation for school, for school. So I'm really nervous about that, but I'm really excited too at the same time. It's going to be a new experience, new everything, so I'm really nervous, but I am excited to find out, everything I need to get and all that stuff for school, because I had already told you guys that my school starts in October, the nail technician class. I'm really excited, y'all, but like I said, my anxiety does get the best of me sometimes. So the school that I am going to, I've never been there. I know nothing of this school. The school that is the closest to me, they don't offer a nail technician program. So the school that I'm going to is about 40 minutes away from where I stay. So it is like a 40-minute ride there and a 40-minute ride home. So it is a little bit further. The school that's closest to me is like 20 minutes. So it's still not too much further, but like I said, the school that's the closest to me doesn't offer a nail technician program. This particular one does, a little bit further down the road, but I know it's going to definitely be worth it. My classes are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I will be doing that. But again, like I said, it starts in October, so I'm trying to get myself prepared. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, they gave us a basic list of things like the books that we need and like scrubs and stuff like that. So I had already ordered the textbooks. Y'all, man, tell me why these books is so high, y'all. They are so freaking high. But I guess it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. And they are super thick. Like, I'm like, good God, how much stuff are y'all going to be teaching me? This is a lot that I'm going to have to remember. but I know it's going to be worth it. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. The whole reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I started reading. I started just, peeking at the book, looking at it, just to get a feel of, some of the things that's in the book anyway. So tell me why I feel like I'm about to be a doctor, y'all. I really do feel like I'm about to be a doctor because it's teaching you about, like actual, not biology. It's somewhat like the first chapter that I just like briefly browsed over. It's pretty much going over everything, as far as your body, like your anatomy, not even nail anatomy, your anatomy, your lungs, your cell membranes, all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm like, whoa, I feel like I'm about to be a doctor. But I guess when you are doing nails and stuff like that, you do need to know all of these things when you have a client come in, like maybe if they have a skin disorder or if they just don't seem well, as far as like their physiology, I guess you would say. So it is crazy because I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And then it has like a whole bunch of stuff talking about like back in the day, just like the history of nails and how they started. Like back in the day, like when they had nails back in the day, like in the Egyptian days. Basically, if you had gold nails, you were like wealthy. Only people who had money or were very wealthy had like long, pointy gold nails. And then like red nails meant as times went on, like in the 60s, or no, I think it's the 40s. It was the 40s. If you had red nails, that meant you had money. And the first acrylic system actually came from a dentist. Isn't that wild, y'all? Like a freaking dentist is the one who originally created like some form of acrylic nails. I thought that was really interesting to find out. I was just like, well, that's crazy because you would have never guessed. But then again, it kind of makes sense too. But yeah, just a little FYI on some of these things that I never even knew any of this stuff. But I guess this is some stuff that I'm going to be learning along with, how to do nails and stuff like that. So anyway, but yeah, I thought it was crazy. So it's just going to be a lot of information to learn, and it's not just strictly about nails. So I guess most people think when you're going to school for nails, you're just going for nails, but you actually learn a lot more than all that stuff. And I'm sure I'm going to learn a whole lot more along the way. And don't worry, you guys, I will make sure to inform you guys of everything I learn. Again, I'm trying, excuse me, you guys, I'm trying to get everything situated, excuse me, and all that stuff. I am going to try to get you guys some more content out, because like I said, your girl has just been so far behind on everything. So I'm trying, y'all. But I know when school starts, I am going to try to get you some content of me going to school and stuff like that, so you guys can see all of that. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk y'all to death this whole video, because I could if y'all would let me. But I just want to let you guys know I'm here. I'm doing all right. I'm making things do what it do. But I am going to let you guys just watch me do this duck nail set. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I do look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Don't forget, if you are new, to comment, like, and subscribe. I would love to have you. But I did want to say, for all my content creators, I am going to take a day and just, I know I keep saying this, y'all, I am going to take a day and just catch up on your guys' videos, because I feel terrible because I'm so far behind on everybody's stuff, but I can barely even get a video of my own out right now, yet alone edit and do a voiceover and all that stuff. So I'm sorry, you guys, just bear with me. I appreciate every single one of you guys that are here and supporting me in my journey. I really do appreciate you guys so much. And again, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.